I feel good. I feel good. Honestly, I feel better than I have the last few weeks. I know it's a Tuesday for us, but on a Wednesday type mindset. So, I feel good.
Where's your toughest you have it back?
Um, I don't know. I obviously country boy out in the middle of nowhere. My worst fear as a kid was missing games. Like even when I got in trouble, my parents would threaten like missing a game and not playing in it, and I was like, all right, I'll behave. So I don't know. I just love being out there.
The wide receiver room takes multiple hits now. How do you guys move forward with legitimately half of the receivers you had 4 days ago?
Yeah, obviously not an ideal situation, but I still trust that room completely. Whoever we bring up needs to step up, and we have full confidence that they will. This week is going to be very important throughout the practices that we have, of making sure that we're getting on the same page with timing and just understanding where guys can go. Try to utilize their strengths to the best of our abilities. But I got no doubt that whoever's going to be up in those spots is going to do their job, step up, and then help us win or help us make plays.
Some uncertainty around the guys who might be up in those spots, but the guys who have been in those spots, where have you seen the growth from right now? Obviously, a lot of plays in the last few.
Yeah, I mean he showed up huge for us the last few games. Like I said, weeks ago, a true vet's vet. Just continues to work hard. You see him; he's one of the last guys out here. He's always in the weight room, always in the training room. He's a great teammate to have, and we love having him.
When it comes to Brandon, that 36-yard pass, that looks like you two guys have been together for quite some time, never mind a month or so. What is it about the trust that you had in him being there, and him knowing what you were doing?
Well, you don't stay around in this league for as long as he has with just being athletically gifted. He's a very smart football player. We communicate extremely well. He takes information from me, and I take information from him. And that's something that we put the play that we put in. I guess the check that we put in 3 or 4 days before the game, and for him to go out there and execute it the way he did, it's pretty awesome. But again, that's a reason why he's been around in this league for so long.
Josh, when you watch the Denver film, do you see some similarities what they do to what Houston can do with the pass rush plus like an all-pro corner? Is there any similarity when you look at the film?
Yeah, I mean they've got some absolute studs over there. Obviously, they rush the passer extremely well. Interior, they're again some big stout guys that can really push the pocket, and they could stop the run in the back end too. A guy like Pat Sertana, who was Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's an absolutely fantastic football player. So yeah, we're gonna have our hands full of just making sure that we're putting in the right stuff, understanding the game plan, getting to the right checks, getting to the right calls, executing and playing for each other, because again, we can't give them any help. That's a good team over there, and anytime you're facing a really good defense, again, you got to go out there and execute and do your part.
You were asked about the injuries at receiver, but they've kind of been roster-wide. This team has dealt with significant injuries really all year, and whether it be that or trailing in games but finding a way to come back, it seems like resilience has been maybe the hallmark of this team this season. What do you think it is about this group that has allowed it to be so resilient?
Yeah, I'd like to say it's the love that these guys in the locker room have for each other. Point being Shavers tearing his ACL in the second quarter and playing the entire rest of the game, going out there blocking, putting his body on the line for his teammates while in pain. I mean, that speaks volumes of who he is, but I think that it kind of encompasses this team as a unit, just willing to do what it takes to help this team win football games. And I really respect him and applaud him for going out there and doing that. He's You know, he's a team favorite over the last few years of, again, just working hard, putting his head down, going out there, making plays. And the toughness and the grit that he showed this last game was pretty remarkable. And I think guys see that and they respect the heck out of him. So, but again, I think that kind of embodies what our team is.
In no way discounting what you just said. I know it's true, but we saw it in the first game, in the open, the resiliency of this team and how it came back from a 15-point deficit. What is it about this team that from the beginning showed that resolve? Because it's been a common theme in how many times you've come back from fourth quarter deficits.
Yeah, I think obviously it goes back to training camp and building our roster the way we did, and guys hanging with each other and really trusting each other off the field. And I do believe it pays dividends on the field. But to go out there and know that the 10 guys on the field have your back and you have their back, again, if we've got a chance and there's time on the clock, we truly believe that we have a chance. No matter what the game looks like, no matter how much we're down or how much we're in front, you know, again, just taking the play at hand and just trying to execute each play.
Josh, you played in the highest altitude possible at Wyoming. A lot's made this week of playing in this altitude. What's perception and reality of how you need to handle it, how you need to prepare, and what it's like?
Yeah, I mean, physically it's going to challenge you. I think the best thing that we can do, though, is not really talk about it, not really think about it, and not making it a problem. Just going out there and doing our job and getting on the sideline, getting some oxygen if you need it. But yeah, I mean, I know from firsthand experience it is an advantage. But to have that mindset of understanding that it's going to be tough. But yeah, we gotta fight through it. I think chemistry's there. Yeah, I mean, guys need to step up, and that entire room has to find ways to pick up the slack where we're not going to have it from Shays and Gabe and Five. So, yeah, I mean, guys got to step up and make plays, but again, just have full confidence in that room. Yeah, I think he's grown a lot. Just understanding, again, what's being asked of him as not just as a football player, but as a teammate, as a professional. So yeah, I think he's learned a lot, and he's been able to take it in stride and hasn't gotten mad or anything like that. So he's kept his head down. He's worked extremely hard, and he's made some plays over the last few weeks, and it's really good to see. But we're gonna need, like we talked earlier, we're gonna need more of it. It's been a while. It adds a few more yards and maybe pushes back the Hail Mary line just about 5 yards. But hopefully we're not in that situation. But you never know.
How much do you think it helps that Brandin Cooks, that it helps him having played with Drew Brees, with Tom Brady, and going down this list, Dak Prescott, and then how much do you think that has
Helped him?
helped him or helped them?
I mean, just having, again, he's been traded for a lot of high picks because he's such an asset to teams, and yeah, he's been around some of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game, and to have that type of knowledge and be able to relay information to me too, because he's been around some of the best. So yeah, to have that knowledge, to have that experience, it's definitely an asset.
What are your thoughts on today's White's journey and coming up?
Yeah, it's inspiring. I think everybody in Buffalo loves Trey White. I'm included in that. Not just the player that he is, but the man, the adversity that he's fought throughout his entire career to kind of leave and come back. And again, Buffalo welcomed him and really wanted him back. And, he's going out there and he's making plays for this defense and our team and helping us win football games. So, but I just have so much respect for him, more so as a person than a player. Hey, guys.
Now there's all these injuries. You have to be moving forward. How quickly do you feel like you got acclimated? How much more comfortable do you feel now compared to 6 weeks ago?
I mean, I feel like they did a great job of getting me acclimated. Obviously, coming in and learning a new system. At the end of the day, it's football, but I definitely feel a lot comfortable now than what I was, when I first got here for sure.
What's it like in that receiver room?
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys left.
Yeah, it's obviously definitely unfortunate to lose Gabe and Shaves, like two pillars of our offense, the guys that do it all. So much love for those guys, and it's gonna be tough for them. But at the end of the day, like they're built for it, so definitely want to mention that. But you got guys that's been playing in this league, for a while as well. You got Cole, you got Curtis and Shakir. Like I think at the end of the day, we hear the noise. But all we can do is focus on our job, focus on the task at hand, and be the best that we can possibly be for this team, and let everything else take care of itself.
I know it's not time for reflection. You guys
Yeah.
have a game in a couple days.
Yeah.
But is this why you came here?
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm just being present right now. Where my feet are. I really haven't thought about. I'm so in the moment right now. Blessed to be able to be playing in January. I'm just focused on the task at hand right now.
What do you make of the? Go ahead, Andy. How remarkable was it this year?
Oh my God. Hey, you got to tip your cap. So much respect for that guy. But I'm not surprised. Like his mindset, his willingness to do whatever it takes to help the team win. Like he goes in there, comes out second half and still play and blocks his tail off the way that he did. You talk about a guy that got a bright future in all aspects, not just blocking, but the way that he plays the receiver game, special teams. A lot of respect for what he's shown in that moment.
Brandon, what do you make of these? Well, I'm not sure if it's instant or you call it, but the chemistry you've been able to develop with Josh, and we saw that. I mean, Josh talked about that. We practiced that one play, the 36-yard catch, and you ran it perfectly. What is it about how you and him?
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the end of the day is, as a receiver, you just want to do whatever you can, that your quarterback wants, right? And so he sees it in a certain way, and then, we go out there and practice it. That's what practice is all about. I think, from the moment I got here till now, every single day we just continue to sharpen that blade, and I'm definitely blessed to be able to have him as a quarterback.
Well, look at your history. I mean, how much do you draw on the fact that
Yeah.
you played with some?
Yeah. Oh, a ton. Just because, Josh is very similar. There's a way that your quarterback wants it. You talk about those guys that you're talking about. So I'm used to that aspect of like, hey, if they see it a certain way and maybe I don't, well, I got to come up on the same page and figure it out. So definitely great to be able to have that experience in my past.
I know you've only been here for 8 or 9
Yeah.
weeks. Sean said need more from Keon. For a lot of people, but you need more. What are you seeing from him?
Man, I think his growth, his continued growth, since the moment I got here, the way that he's showing up early, he's sharpening his blade, getting more and more detail. The guy can play. I can tell you that right now. And so his ability to continue to just grow professionally has been awesome. You know what I mean? And every single time that he gets an opportunity, he takes advantage of it, and that's all you can do and continue to just grow from there. Yeah. Yeah, have a good one.